here. Okay, so really easy just using the custom page. There's so many more things you could do. Maybe you'd want to give a video of the team making a cake, maybe using a stock video, maybe an actual video of the owners of this cafe saying, hello, welcome to our new application, thank you for downloading the app. Pointing out some of the key areas of that app, like make sure you sign up for a membership card or a loyalty card. Make sure to check out our cake section as this gets updated every week. Check our opening times over Christmas. Keep up to date with all the latest news that they have. Now, there are so many more things that you could do with this. I don't know if this particular website that they're using runs on WordPress. It's possible. And if so, if they had a news section on this site, then you could integrate your application with the WordPress feature and just assign the news tab. And therefore, you could just put a news section in here. Just by going to the integration option, you could choose WordPress, pop in their details, and then when you actually populate this feature, there is a tutorial for this in the members area. Then you could just choose the news category, and that will be all that will show in here. So it doesn't pull through everything else, and as long as they use the default WordPress editor to create their posts, then that will work perfectly fine in this system. Now, the only thing that I've noticed here as well, which we've got tutorials for, but this Our Delicious Cakes one just has the standard image here, which is the custom page one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to flat icon, which is one that I use for images, and I'm going to just go for cake. And let's grab an image of a slice of cake. So let's grab that one. And then let's download this one as 256 and free download. Now again, this one requires attribution, so I would have to click it if I have to add that text to my site in order to confirm. So palm trees, everybody loves these things, I'm sure. There we go. So I've got that piece of cake. So let's go back into my app, Our Delicious Cakes. Now I'm going to put that piece of cake image into my file. Let's just drag that over. Now to change the icon, I'm going to click on the icon itself in the top left hand corner. Click on the pencil. Now I can change this for any one of the ones that's built into our system, or I can add my own. Just make sure that the icons are square, so equal proportion of height and width. I'm going to go to Add New Icon, and then I'm going to click on this piece of cake icon here and click on Open. It's the right size, so I'm going to just click OK. And then I'm going to choose this icon here. So that's now added that to my custom page. So I can click on Save. And I can see that that one is actually black. If I would have had used an icon which was white, let me just see if I can do that. It will automatically color it for me. So I need to be signed in here, so bear with me a second. Okay, so now that I'm signed into the site, let's go back to that piece of cake again. I'm not sure if it was that one or not. Let's just grab that one anyways. So when I'm signed into the site called Flat Icon, I can go in and click Edit. And then I can choose a color for this piece of cake. So I can pop it into that corner so that it's white, and I can download as PNG, and as 256 is the one I'm going to use. So let's bring that one over into my folder as well, which is now white. Let's go back into the features. Let's change that one, add new icon. Let's go back to they're actually different. I click on Open. And it's hard to see because obviously it's white against white. Let's click on OK. And now let's click on that piece of cake. And now if I click Save, it's changed to white. So when we do color the icons in the options panel, it will allow us to customize that so that we can recolor all the icons that are white to give us the color that we actually want. Okay. So don't panic for that for the time being. Let's go back to features. And the final one here I have is the Follow Us. So this is using the links feature, which can be found under integration. And what I've got here is some links here to their Facebook, to Twitter, and I made up an Instagram for them because they don't have one. But to do that, all we would do is add a picture here. If you don't add a picture, you can see how Facebook and Twitter look on the right side, that it doesn't have an image here on that left side there. But as we've added one for the Instagram feature, you can see how that would work. Now, let's say that we wanted to add something like Pinterest or another social media network. Let's click on picture. We can load something up from our system. So I'm going to grab a piece of cake and click OK. And let's say the label for this one for us to reference and for the user to see on the screen is going to be Pinterest. And I don't even know if that's how you spell it, but we'll work with it. So Pinterest.com/ we put in here, making this up again, Three Cliffs Cafe. Then we could decide whether or not this opens in the app browser, in the default phone browser, or an external app. So it's usually only one of the first two that you're going to choose, whether or not you want to open it in the application itself, or if you want to default to what the user is used to using on their phone, which could be Chrome, it could be Safari, it could be any number of browsers that they use. So I'm just going to choose the default in-app browser, and then I'm going to click on Save to add this feature, or add this new link to our feature. So if we scroll down to the bottom, we can see now that we have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. And here we can see that our Pinterest logo has been added, or a piece of cake in this instance. But you can download social media icons from a number of locations online using things like FreePic or a number of other stock image sites that can support icons. Just download the ones that you need and you can add them to the site, no problem. And once you're done, hit update and preview. And then you have a base app essentially that you can be happy with to take to a potential business and say, have a look around and see what you like about the app. Is there things that you'd like to change? Are you interested in having an app for your business? And you can follow the training that we do week by week to have more in-depth sales materials and references that you can make about obviously how app development is in a massive stage of growth, and how if they don't jump onto the bandwagon now with it, then they are going to be ones that are going to be left behind. You can encourage the app to be the purpose of repeat business, so bringing your customers back, because not only do you actually have the application itself, don't forget you've got one of the most powerful tools in your arsenal here, using the push notification system, which will deliver a message directly into the pocket or into the handbag or into the coat pocket, wherever the phone is kept. It's usually very, very close to the person, and when someone's phone goes off, unless they're really fed up of their phone going off all day, then they're going to pick it up and see what that message or notification is. And if they see that it's about this particular cafe, that they were thinking about going somewhere on the weekend, and now they can see that they've got this new type of cake that they've made, and for this weekend only they're doing a promotion of buy 4 coffees and get 2 cake slices free, or buy a piece of cake and get a coffee free. There's all sorts of ways in which you can encourage people to come in to the business premises, and of course while people are there, generally they will spend more than just the offer that you presented them with. So it's a great opportunity for free marketing essentially for a business to be able to use the push notification system, which is a huge plus for getting in front of the audience, which they already have. But sometimes we can forget that businesses are there until we visit an area and go, oh, we haven't been there for a while, let's pop in for a coffee. But if you'd have had a prompt maybe once or twice a week about going in to get a free coffee and a free slice of cake with every order of a meal over £5 or £10, then it's going to encourage you to go back to that business more and more, because they're going to be in your thoughts more and more. And if it's a nice place like this one is in particular, it's got fantastic views, it's got lovely walks, great for families and children and dog walkers alike. This is an ideal sort of proposition to get that message out there in front of them, to encourage them to come down to that area, have a coffee while they're out there with their family and walking their dog. Okay, so I hope this gives you an idea of how you can do this. Now, to share this application with your users, then or with the potential businesses, initially you can just share from the publication screen. You've got a web link, so if I go to the 3 Cliffs here and expand and go to advanced settings, you've got a web app link here that you can send to the user. Okay, or what you can do is create something like a bit.ly link or a URL shortener from Google, and just create your own short link and then put that as the follow-up address. So when people use the short link, then it directs them to this where they can actually view the app on their device. Okay, so lots of easy ways to get that in front of your audience. So I hope you found this video helpful. We'll be doing more videos around this theme on different styles of application going forward, but here's one for a very simple coffee shop come restaurant, and lots of basic features that you can include to really drive up the chances of getting the app sale. And even if it's not the full value sale that you want, it's still about, in the early days, it's about getting customers in through the door for your app business to use them as very powerful testimonials going forward to accrue more new sales and more new business as a result of having already got satisfied customers using your app building service. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another tutorial soon. Bye for now.